I think one thing I'm trying or need to let go of is everyone's timing is different. I think we naturally put a lot of stress on ourselves with where we're at in our lives, whether it's trying to have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because I'm getting older, it's like worrying me that if I don't go now, like now or never.
Yeah. We'll get there, honey.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Let's Get Checked.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Let's Get Checked. Now, the reason for this sponsor is because here we are, married now, 2.5 years, with no baby.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we partnered up with Let's Get Checked because we found out that they have a female fertility test.
Yes, very excited.
So, honey, which test did you get?
I got the female hormone test. So the female hormone test offers a comprehensive picture of your fertility status by looking at a number of key hormones, including follicle-stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, prolactin, and estradiol. So I was so excited when I got this. I wanted to do it right away. But then I went on the website and I found out that your hormone levels change throughout your menstrual cycle. And I put in like my average cycle length, which is 31 days. And then my first day of my last period, which was February 25th. And it actually told me I should be taking the test 3 days after my first day. So my period is actually supposed to come on March 27th. So I should be taking it on the 30th, right?
Yeah. So we're going to take the test at the end of this month. And it takes about 2 to 5 days to get the results online, which is perfect. Also, as far as the delivery goes, so you choose your test online and it will be delivered to you in discreet packaging with next day delivery available. So you collect your sample and you're going to activate your test and make sure you do it in the morning. Once you return your sample using the prepaid shipping label provided, that's when you're going to get your results within 2 to 5 days. Once you get your results, they'll be reviewed by a physician, and then a nurse will contact you for a consultation over the phone. Now, in cases where you may need a prescription, you can choose the pharmacy of your liking, and they can send the prescription to your local pharmacy. Also, everything is legit. Let's Get Checked laboratories are CLIA approved and CAP accredited, which are the highest ranking levels of accreditation. Let's Get Checked lets you avoid uncomfortable office visits by providing you with access to home testing and professional medical consultations without ever having to leave your home. It's never been this simple to get tested. Speaking of getting tested, I ordered a test as well. I got the male hormone test. Originally, full disclosure, I'm over here thinking I already have a child. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And we've been doing it.
Where are those soldiers at?
And ain't nothing coming out. I thought I had Michael Phelps swimmers. Apparently, it's not really hitting that the same anymore. So I got the male hormone test. I'm looking forward to taking it to make sure everything is up to par on my end.
What's included in your hormone test?
So I have no fucking clue. Let's see. So my test includes, my test will be testing for testosterone, sex hormone binding globulin. So my test will be testing for testosterone, sex hormone binding globulin, SHBG, and FAI, which is free androgen index. All fancy words that I have no clue, but I just need to know how the hell we're going to make this baby happen. And Let's Get Checked is going to hook us up. And they're also going to hook you up. I have 30% off for the Who Can Relate community with the code trylgc.com/JD30. That is trylgc.com/JD30 for 30% off your test of your liking. And I'm telling you, they got a bunch of tests on here between sexual health, again, women's health, men's health, wellness, and coronavirus tests. Go to trylgc.com/JD30 and I can't wait to report back our results.
And it's all in the comfort of your own home. Love that.
We start off every episode with a quote and intention, and today's quote was actually given to me by one of my clients from consultations. Healing doesn't happen in a straight line. One more time for the people in the back and us. Healing doesn't happen in a straight line. So
I agree with that.
That's a great quote. Also, the intention for this episode is to show love and support for Danielle. I think it's so dope that she created a card game. It's very thoughtful, very intentional. You can tell I was reading and or listening to one of her, I was either reading the caption or listening to one of her IG videos. And she said this game was like over 2 years in the making for her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Good for her.
Yeah, she interviewed like over 100 people, whether it's Hollywood celebrities, Fortune 500 companies, you name it. And she said it took over 2 years to kind of come up with this. So that's amazing. So shout out to Danielle. Thank you again.
All right. So where can everyone find her card game?
You can go to prettysmartshop.com. That's prettysmartshop.com. And you're going to get the card deck. And she also has some really cool merch that I'm looking at right now. And my intention is to also get to know you maybe a little bit more, Shannon.
You are not smooth.
About to find out. Ready?
Smart looks good on you.
Sounds even better. Beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of
Who Can Relate?
Why'd you say it so
I
sexy?
don't know.
Jesus. Who can relate?
Who can relate? Maybe that's why.
I am your host, Justin, aka JD, and this show is all about. Wow.
Wait, what is it about?
Wow. Oh my God. This show is all about people discovering their higher self through adversity.
Oh, yes.
So we got it. Vulnerability, wrong guy. And self-love.
Yes.
To my left, your camera, I'm not sure how I'm going to edit it. Maybe right. Shannon Davis, a.k.a. Shay, a.k.a. the Portuguese lover, a.k.a. the love of my life who saved me
Oh, my God.
from the streets. Yes, you are back 2 weeks in a row. By the way.
Am I getting paid for this?
No. Well, yes, just not in the form of currency.
Oh.
Anyways, just wanted to shout out all the comments from last week. They came in hot in the best way. You were received very well, per usual. The audience loves having you on. They love seeing Playa Man as well. Playa got a lot of love. Chicago. And today's episode is going to be a little bit different. We did something like this last season where we played a card game. The Skin Deep was the game that we chose. And today, our friend Danielle Robay just came out with a new card game called Question Everything. It's 52 cards for deeper conversation. This is also a part of her podcast called Pretty Smart, available on all podcast platforms. She sent a really nice note here in the packaging. Justin, thank you for being such a great friend and always supporting, always doing this. I'll always do the same for you. Hashtag Chicago love. Danielle's a fellow Chicagoan. And again, her little tagline is smart looks good on you. That's where you got it from.
I
Look
saw
at
that.
you, man. On top of it. Okay. So, question
Detail
everything.
by tell.
Exactly. Detail by tell. So, what we did with the card game is we went through and we pulled out probably almost half the deck.
You did.
I did. And you reviewed them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, why don't you take half, honey, and I'll take half.
Okay.
And we can roll right into it. Ladies first.
All right. So, JD, what parts of yourself do you feel most proud of?
What parts of myself or,
Yeah.
or personalities?
What parts of yourself do you?
I got one part I'm very proud of. Personality wise, is that what it was?
I mean, do you want to call your friend?
Can you read the question again?
What parts of yourself do you feel most proud of? Do you want me to answer first?
Sure.
I think when I think of that, I don't think of my assets.
You should. That's what got you here.
I think of personality traits.
Okay.
So I would say the part that of myself that I'm most proud of is my ability to understand others.
I would second that. Very good.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Maybe my patience,
Yes. Also very good.
my compassion, and my I'm just kidding.
Right. Keep going. Yeah. For me, I would say my generosity and my willingness to help. Sometimes I wish I had that same energy towards myself when I need help, at least asking for help, which I struggle with. I would say my kindness and thoughtfulness is what I'm most proud of. So I guess character traits for me. All right. What is the smartest decision you've ever made? I'll go first. Marrying you, honey. You already know. No, on a serious note, not that wasn't serious, but like on a other serious note, therapy. Yeah, that's my answer. That's my 1B. My 1A is marrying you.
Wait, the 1A or 1B?
The 1A is
1A.
marrying you.
Okay. Let me see. Ask me.
What is the smartest decision you've ever made?
Is there crickets?
Real nice. You don't know what the show's about. Smartest decision sitting right across from you. You still mute.
Oh, you're right. Getting Chicago.
Okay. Moving on. You got the next question, Shannon. Do your thing. This
All
will be the
right.
last time the Portuguese lover is on Who Can Relate. Enjoy it while it lasts. Ain't this a bitch?
All right. One thing you really dislike the most. Wait,
About
hold
you?
on. No. Don't be quick with it. Hold on.
That's what she said.
That's what I always say.
Whoa, what the hell? What is happening?
You gave me a layup.
I did not. I passed the ball to the other teammate. You stole it and went in for the layup. Jesus.
Okay. One thing you really dislike that most other people love.
Bananas.
Oh, that's really good.
I can hate bananas. They creep me out. They freak me out. The sound people, like when people are eating them, then like the white
Ew,
stuff on the
I
side of their
don't get
mouth.
white stuff on the side of my mouth.
I don't
when
even
eat
look at
bananas.
people eat bananas. I don't even know how you eat a banana, but I hate bananas. They really freak me
I
out.
would love to eat a banana in front of you.
Negative. No. No. What you got?
I don't know. I don't think I have something. One thing you really dislike that most other people love.
Yeah. Okay. I
don't
mean,
think I have one.
I'm sticking with food. Like seafood for you is like a lot.
But I eat it. I was even thinking shrimp, but I still eat it. It's not like I really dislike it.
All right. You got nothing.
Yeah, I have nothing.
All right. Next question is, scroll through your Instagram. Which photo best represents the true you and why? All right. Well, let's scroll.
Wait, on each other's or?
No, just on yours. This is such a good photo. Look how happy I am. Like, are you proud, Mom? You proud, Mom? Look how I look. I clean up well. She's like, yes, JD, yes. I got one. So if you are watching on YouTube, it's on your screen now. If you're listening, it is a photo of my daughter and I. We are in matching outfits, jean shorts and white button-up shirts on. It's March 1st, 2018, I posted this. And the reason why I think it represents the true me is because the way I'm looking at her. I mean, I remember this day. I remember the feeling. I just felt so much love from her and I. It was a great moment for us. I'm looking at her like, you are mini me for sure. And I think that's also why I chose this, because we are so similar in so many ways. And with this
you
pose.
guys were dressed like twins.
Yeah, posing like twins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, similar smiles.
So cute.
Yeah. So this is my choice. What you got, Liv?
I don't have anything. I think you should do it for me. What do you think? I don't know. I guess maybe I just don't post enough. I was trying to find a photo that I like joke.
I know. I was too.
Because I'm like such a jokester.
Okay, so the one photo is up on the screen of Shay and I kind of dancing / I don't even know.
Trying to take a picture, but I was being silly.
Yeah.
Instead.
And you are a prankster.
Mm-hmm.
You goof around a lot. So I would definitely say that represents you. And then I'm going to go ahead and go with this one, which is a quote, unknown quote. It says, "A wise physician said, 'The best medicine for humans is love.' Someone asked, 'What if it doesn't work?' He smiled and answered, 'Increase the dose.'" So I'm choosing that because, again, in a word, if I could choose one word to describe you, it would be love. is for the way. Or L for, you know. Right. So yeah, love. All right, you're up. Love.
Should we name our daughter Love?
I love Quinn from You. I can't.
I know, she ended up being
show.
crazy.
She was batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Can't do that. What you got?
All right. Which temptation do you try the hardest to resist? Be honest.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm here for you.
Yeah. Spending money.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking other things.
Especially lately. Like now that I'm on this new regime of being a responsible adult financially, it's really hard to not spend money.
Okay.
What you got?
Mine, I feel like, is ice cream. Like,
oh my God.
Bad food.
Okay.
Like, I have never been able to be on any kind of strict diet, no matter how bad I want it,
Same.
how hard I try. Like, never.
Same.
Like, I always am. It's almost like somebody would have to send me away and have a chef just cooking everything for me in order for me to not be tempted.
I know. I really wanted to get hypnotized that time. And our friend said that the hypnotist was like retiring. So that sucked. But I think
she ended up doing it. Amazing results.
Yeah, for sure.
But not that I like need to, but even for health reasons. Like I remember when I was seeing the holistic doctor for my thyroid issues, and I was supposed to be on a super strict diet, and no matter how bad I wanted it, I found ways to cheat.
Yeah.
So
okay, my question is, what do you want to be known for? This is like one of the questions I used to ask. Maybe Danielle got that from me. Because I used to always end with think legacy.
I would say just being a light in people's lives, like anyone that I meet, like finding ways to just kind of light up their world.
You light up my world, honey. You do.
Why is that so funny?
You started laughing. You do. You are a light in my life for sure. You are. Matter of fact, here you go. You ready? You have always been the light at the end of my tunnel.
Why do you want to laugh after?
I don't. I'm serious.
Oh, why are you
You're the one who's uncomfortable. When Shay's uncomfortable, she laughs. So, yeah, take the compliment. What do I want to be known for?
Breaking
generational curses. Yeah, wouldn't be my first choice. I think someone who really tried to make an impact on the world while I was here. That's what I want to be known for. All right.
You are doing that, babe. You've made an impact in my world.
God. Okay. Although I wasn't the smartest decision you ever made. Carry on.
What do you need help with most right now?
Financials.
I think we need an episode on finances next.
Oh my God. What I need help with the most? Do you have an answer?
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
I think, which I am working on, but just balancing in my schedule, like having more, which I don't know if you think I've gotten better at that, but I feel like I juggle so much. Being your wife. Just kidding. Sorry.
It's all good. If it makes you feel more comfortable to shit on my life, go ahead.
I love you.
Go ahead.
No, balance, truly.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I've been working on probably since October, and but I still struggle with it. Finding not having enough time, feeling, like my to-do list is never ending.
Same. I could easily go with that answer as well. I'll just try to diversify the answer. It's kind of a couple things. I can't really just do one, but I would say one is letting go of control when it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And
trusting.
Yeah, trusting. And then the last thing I would say is, especially with us, leading with love versus leading with fear. Who can relate? This episode is sponsored by Ombre Labs. And, drum roll please, we got our results. So, we have our gut score, as Shay is looking for hers. I would tell you mine is
yes.
82 out of 100. My personalized food plan says that there are 203 foods to eat and only 20 to avoid, which is amazing. My gut bacteria, Ombre picked up 30,251 species from my sample. And also, I had a probiotic recommendation. I have 4 beneficial gut bacteria that fall below healthy averages. So with these probiotic recommendations, I can get my shit together. All right, honey. What are your
my gut
poop results say?
My gut score says that I'm close to an ideal state and to keep it up at a whopping 80.
Okay.
There's 190 foods they recommend for me to eat and 75 foods for me to avoid. My bacteria level is 60% optimal and 40% needs work. And then they listed the 4 bacterias that need work on. The symptom likeliness are skin inflammation, fatigue, poor sleep quality, and anxiety. My gut bacteria, they picked up 29,571 species from my poop sample.
Whoa. That's a lot of
from
species.
that little swab that...
Isn't that crazy? That's
wild.
Pretty wild. So if you are interested in Ombre Labs and testing your shit to find out what's going on in your gut, all you have to do is go to tryombre.com/JD30. That's tryombre.com/JD30. And that's going to get you $30 off your test. Are you satisfied with your results, honey?
Very satisfied. I'm actually upgrading to the premium for $9.99.
Oh. Now, let's get back into the episode.
Do plants thrive or die in your care?
Plans?
Plants.
Oh,
Of course, he put this card in the
kind
deck.
of question is that?
You picked it
Listen,
purposely.
You know why?
Why?
It kind of irks me that when people come into the house and they see the jungle that is Casa de Davis,
And they think it's me?
Instantly. And I'm like, what the like, men can't take care of plants too?
Yeah.
Like this thumb is actually green.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Well, I do have to say that plants thrive in my care.
Sure.
Because
you've watered these plants twice in 4 years. Okay. What lesson has taken you the longest to learn? What lesson has taken you the longest to learn? That's heavy. Good question, Danielle. For me, it's trust and finances.
We should call this episode.
Oh, God. Yeah, I would say, seriously, I would say trust in finances. Oh, sorry. Really quick. I'm going to add a third. And because I'm still learning this, not taking things so personal.
Mm-hmm. I would say that that's a good one for me too.
Okay.
Not taking things so personal. Also, consistency is key with everything in your life.
Yeah.
One thing you are trying to or need to let go of.
My ego. Yeah.
Why?
Is that part of the question? I mean, most recently, our therapist broke down how, your ego can be for good things, not just, always bad things. And he said, but you have to understand when to use your ego. And he said, a place where you don't need your ego and you shouldn't be using it is in your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think I didn't know the switch, or the dimmer rather. So I'm sure in a lot of other ways I use my ego when it's not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Probably detrimental.
Yeah. All right. For me, one thing I'm trying or need to let go of is everyone's timing is different. I think we naturally put a lot of stress on ourselves with where we're at in our lives, whether it's trying to have a kid or career-wise or whatever it is. I think that that's one thing I'm trying to let go of. Yeah. Mine specifically is related to kids. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing all my friends, even the ones that are like older than me, having kids, and I feel so behind.
Everybody's having kids.
Yeah.
Like every single person is pregnant and or just had a kid.
And what's crazy is like I'm not like if my biological clock wasn't ticking, I wouldn't feel the need to have a kid right now.
Right.
But I think because I'm getting older, it's like worrying me that if I don't go now, like now or never.
Yeah. We'll get there, honey.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Let's Get Checked.
Yes.
Okay. What's the best thing you've ever quit?
I connect that question to just past relationships in my life, whether it's with friends or ex-boyfriends.
Mm-hmm. I think my answer would be blaming other people for my problems.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Specifically my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one, babe.
Yeah. All right.
Do you fall in love easily? And what is your love language?
Yes. Do you?
No.
No.
I don't love easy, but I love hard.
Hey. Put that on a t-shirt. My love languages in order, which by the way have changed. Should we go with what they used to be?
You can, I mean, share what they used to be and then
Okay.
maybe share what they are now.
So my love languages used to be in order: gifts, words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time and touch. And now, thanks to the Portuguese lover, the light at the end of my tunnel, my love languages are quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation, touch, and gifts.
Mine have remained very consistent.
Hence the secure in the relationship,
Yes.
if you're familiar with attachment styles.
Yeah, so mine are quality time, touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, and then gifts.
Yeah.
Or I think gifts, I don't know. I think words of affirmation and gifts were the same score.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did we answer that question?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What would younger you not believe about your life today? A great question. I think for me, unless you have an answer.
I think what comes to my mind is just that I'm 37 going to be 38 and I have no kids.
That's basically what I was going to say. I'm
Yeah.
not a homeowner and I don't have a family yet.
And I'm not a homeowner because when I was 19, I was a homeowner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my younger self would be like, wait, what? So, yeah. All right.
Ooh, this is going to be fun. Which personality trait has gotten you most in trouble?
Probably my kindness / flirtatiousness. Yeah. Because some people could take my kindness as flirtation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say the same thing that used to get me in trouble. I haven't been like that in a very long time. I've been more conscious, but I was quite the flirt. But I was like that with everyone. Like,
Yeah.
whether I have the same personality, whether it's my brother, my mom, your mom, but to a random guy or a guy friend, it comes off very flirtatious.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
All right. Oh, it's your turn.
Okay. Out of all the extraordinary people you've encountered, who made the largest impact or left a lingering memory for you?
You.
No one's buying that shit, Shannon. Let's see what kind of buttons I got here. That's not it. Ain't nobody buying that. What else you selling?
I don't know. I need time to think about that. I'm hard to impress.
Yeah. Honestly, and not to, I guess it's not really prisoner in the moment. Both of my therapists. I would definitely say them. My original therapist from Chicago since I was 16. God, 1,000,000%. I mean, from being a father figure to me, to just giving me so much of his wisdom and experiences and knowledge, you name it. And then my latest therapist, who's now our marital therapist, all the gems he's given and helped me with and helped us with. So I would say my two therapists.
I think our therapist is a good one. I feel like I'm thinking of so many different people and I don't want to say one and not say the other. So
You can give a couple.
I think the two people that come to my mind are my best friend Jolene and my guy best friend Mark. And I think it's probably just because they've always been there and I really like respect their outlook on life and how they've been there for me throughout the years.
Yeah. Great people too. Okay, you're up.
All right. What is the coolest, most unique or important skill you've learned from your job? I'm laughing because you were just having like a moment of hating your job today.
Yeah. Can you repeat it one more time?
What is the coolest, most unique, or important skill you've learned from your job?
Unique and important, I would say it really taught me how to communicate with people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my profession, like there's all kinds of walks of life, old, young, everything in between, different races, you name it, all over the world. And it really allowed me to embrace different cultures and upbringings and you name it. So I would say communicating with people for sure.
Mm-hmm. I would say mine is just like believing in yourself. I think with my industry, I see so many different versions of success.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the one constant thing that everyone has is they believe in themselves.
Yeah. Well, this is the perfect follow-up question, which is, what is the most challenging part of what you do for a living?
The most challenging part.
There's a lot for me.
I know, like the most challenging part I feel for, and this might be the same answer for both of us, is being consistent with something that could be inconsistent.
Mm-hmm. I'll kind of piggyback off of that and say you really have to be comfortable being uncomfortable in my industry, because it is very inconsistent. It is very sporadic and spontaneous and last minute, and that is not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also say traveling. You know, a lot of times, you know, I'm going to places that I mean, no offense to these cities, but I'm only going because I'm being paid to go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would never.
But then there's the other version of that where you're going to places that, like, when else, when you were 20 years old, would you be going
for
to
sure.
France and, you know?
100%. Yeah. And I think when I say traveling is a challenging part, is, I mean, 17 years later, you know, here I am where, like, I have neck pain, you know, and probably going to have back pain down the road. So time zone changes and different hotel beds, different pillows, foods in the airport, on the airplane, early flights, canceled flights, delayed flights, lost luggage, you know, I mean, you name it. And I know there's a lot of people like, I would give anything to travel, and I hear you. However, you got to hear me too. You know, so you got to take the good with the bad. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last question. What should be required reading for every human?
Yeah. I'll give a couple. I'm going to try to give 5.
I know. I'm like, I would say the 4 agreements.
Yes.
Love languages.
Yep.
What is it? It's the 5 love languages.
Mm-hmm.
The Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
That's a good one.
Alchemist.
Yes, The Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, let me.
That's 3.
So
I'll add to that and say The Magic. I will say Attached. If people are.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Attached.
Yeah, if people are looking for answers to their questions when it comes to relationships, and just also personal relationships within internal relationships.
I would say Seat of Your Soul.
Okay.
Would also say Mastery of Self.
Mm-hmm. I would say The Way of the Superior Man for both men and women. I'm telling you guys, like women especially, that don't sleep on that book, because the title, that is, I've had women in that episode. I did 2 with Rome, but in one of them I have women's voice notes, like really, you know, singing that book's praises. I will say the Maxwell Daily Reader. Every time I post an insert from that book, real quick, the Maxwell Daily Reader is 365 chapters for the, you know, one for each day, and it has a message on it with like leadership, personal growth, motivation, you name it. And every time I post, I get at least 30 people, what book is this? What book is this? So The Maxwell Daily Reader by John C. Maxwell. Add that to your list. And you know what? I'm going to say the book I'm reading right now, which is absolutely incredible. It's called The Courage to Be Disliked. It is fascinating to me, and it's making so much sense. I'm actually going to read it twice because I really want to lock it all in. But it goes over the Adlerian theory, Adlerian psychology, and talks about inferior versus superior. It talks about interpersonal relationships, why we make excuses for things. Oh God, it's like my most prized possession right now is that book, The Courage to Be Disliked.
I feel like I have so many others that I'm like trying to think of, but I think those are good ones.
Yeah.
Oh, Hold Me Tight is a good one.
Hold Me Tight is
Learning
a good one.
to Love is another one.
Yeah. We have The 4 Seasons of Marriage, also by Gary Chapman, who's the author of The 5 Love Languages. That is I'm sure going to be a great book. We also were recommended quite a bit the book Love and Respect. And I think the premise of that book was the difference. Men deal with respect and women deal with love. And the more respect you give men, the more will love you. And the more love you give women, the more they'll respect you, kind of. So I've been told by a couple people and married couples that's a great book.
I feel like we started it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Life.
I think that was when we were planning our wedding.
Oh, okay. All right. Again, special thank you to Miss Danielle Robay for sending us this amazing game. Question everything. This was really, really, really cool. Great questions. There's, again, 52. I'm not sure how many we did, but it felt like half. And yeah, that was pretty cool. Some thought starters there. Some fun stuff, too, and also some deep stuff. Okay, calls to action here. First and foremost, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcast, thank you so much. I prefer you to listen to Apple Podcast. Actually, to be specific, 84% of the audience listens on Apple Podcast.
Of your audience?
Who can relate?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
84%, which is great because
that's really good.
Apple has a great platform where it allows them to leave a review so I can communicate in some way, shape, or form. At least I can just see what they're saying in the feedback. And it also has a rating system, which they actually only allow 5 stars for Who Can Relate for some reason. Like you can't even do 1 star. They said your shit is so dope. We just your show.
I've started.
Look at you. So while you're there, just tap in with me on that side of things. If you're on Spotify, all I can say is thank you. There's no way for us to communicate, which sucks for now. If you are watching on YouTube, special thank you to the YouTube audience, mainly because the hours that I put into editing is for you. And it is a lot of hours and a lot of production. So thank you for appreciating all the videos. And thank you, honey, for coming on again.
Thank you for having me.
Say that with a serious face. I already know you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay.
I am honored every time you ask me.
Sure.
I'm excited.
Cringing and all the above. Yeah. And again, thanks for all the love and support from the last episode. Glad to have you back on, honey. I knew people were waiting for you. You did such a great job with that. A lot of people said they learned a lot. So, yeah.
There was a few comments that I was going through and I was like, I said that?
Yeah, you had some gems. I meant to, I got to come up with more social clips because you had some great messages in that episode. So, all right, from now until next week, love and light, beautiful people. Thank you. And thanks again for Danielle's game. And make sure you check out her podcast, Pretty Smart. It's pretty dope. We're out. You still don't have a send-off.
What do you want me to say?
You got to work on it, babe. You got to say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye to the people.
Yeah, okay.
No? Okay, hold on. I'll say something. What do I say?
This is your send-off.
I was like, thank you for having me. I'm honored. No.
We'll work on it, honey.
All right.
Love
beautiful
you,
people.
love. Yeah, okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Adios.
Sure.
Sayonara.